back here now. Morning Twitchers. Here we are, day 2 on the old house that we've got permission for. Me and Steve out today. We've had lots of rain overnight, got all the usual kit with us. We've been digging around, we haven't found too much already, but we'll get back to you on the first hole. Well, come across this one, guys. Nice signal, 53, 54, nice blob on the old screen there. Not showing it very deep. Let's give it a live dig. We haven't done many of those today. We're still back on this this old house. Yeah, well guys, it looks like I've got another little one here, little farthing. I think it's Queen Elizabeth II. I can't get a date on it yet. It looks like quite an early one. Little tiny thin old farthing. Right next to the house, as you can probably see. There's the hole there. Okay, another one for the box. See you in a bit. There's been that many targets. It's absolutely jam full. There's lead everywhere, lots of lead. We found 1 or 2 bits and pieces, but nothing that even worth filming, to be perfectly honest. Let's have a look what this is. Well, it's in the clod. It's in the clod. I see something on the top of there. I don't know what that is. But you can see it there. Well, that's not it anyway, well, there's the stone. Oh, something green there. There's a greenie there, fellas. Well, you can see that. There. Oh, lovely. Well, something, isn't it? Let's gently get him out of there. I wonder what that is. Unveil it together. It's very green. Oh. There's something of an imprint there. I'm not sure whether we're going to get much off of this, or anything that we've got on it is going to disappear. Let's have a look. Very toasted. It deserves to dry out a bit, fellas, I think. There's something on there. A little bit of dots around the edge here. I think it might be one of those things that you can see a lot on, but there's nothing on there as I can see. Whatever was on there is long since gone. Well, there we go, guys. I've got a 1920 here. Nice little blob on the screen. 22. It's 4 spades down. Let's dig it together. Could be something. There's loads of targets to try and pick it out. Let's see. It's still in the hole. That's quite encouraging. It's in the clod. I'm up to 24 now in the clod. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Make it in the shot, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Oh, what's that? Oh, how lovely. Look at that. I think that is a dress hook. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. You have to be very gentle with it. That hook on there is so delicate. Oh, fantastic. That's in keeping with the house again. An old piece. Look at that. Let's see. Let's be very gentle with this. There we are. I'm glad we dug that one. A live dig. That'd be nice. can't, you can see how delicate that hook is on the end of there. I don't know. I'm going to have to spray that off. Let's get some water on it. Well, that's a nice little find. Bit of history right there. Oh, that's really caked on that. That's really on there. I don't want to blooming destroy it, obviously. There's a lot of mud. It's really tough, that is, on there. I think that deserves cleaning at home. Oh no, it's coming away now. Now then, is it decorated? That'd be nice, wouldn't it, to find it's decorated. What's happening on this side? I think this is the side that would be decorated, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's lovely. What's going on here? How nice. Yep. There we are. That's it. That's a nice little dress hook. I'll get that on the other camera so you can have a real good look at it. Just bear with me and we'll sort that out. Well guys, little Robin down by here watching me. Lovely little fella. Just dug this one down here. It was really high, it was 80s odds. I can't get much off it. I think it's Georgian. It's thick enough. It's very round, so it's anything older than that sort of era. I think if I was to just let that dry out a little bit, we might get something off it. So I'll let that dry out, see if we can get something off it, and we'll get back to you on the roundup with that. Or failing that, I'll have to do it at home and then come back. There's something on it, but I need to let it dry out. On to the next. Well, we've just come up with this little fella. I keep thinking I can see stuff in there. It's going to need to be cleaned up at home, I think. But I'm not unsure that there's not a silver coin underneath of there. I keep getting glints of silver on its edge there, look. It quite possibly could be, but it's heavily encrusted. Heavily encrusted. I don't know. That's going to have to be cleaned up at home because I can feel that there's a little bit more to that than meets the eye. Hey up fellas, we've been digging bits of toy cars and all sorts of things here by this house, just by here, look. Obviously by the kitchen somewhere, I should think, because I've just come up with this little beauty. It's a full hallmarked silver spoon. we could get a date off that. I'll get the all marked on it then, we'll get a date off that. And when we go to the video, I shall have the date and everything ready for you. But there you go, a nice silver spoon, fantastic. Well, look at this wonderful place. Right. Fantastic. Bloody fantastic. It's a pity we can't find anything. Just goes on for miles and miles. Tennis court just behind there. Steve's down there digging something. Wondering what he's got. Probably another toy car. We dug hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. Well guys, I've come up with something else here now, down there. A little tiny coin. I don't know what on earth it is. Can hardly see anything on it. It's not any great weight. Anybody, I'll put some pictures up. Anybody knows what it is, give us a shout. I haven't got a clue. See you on the next. There we go again, fellas. Little halfpenny down there, George III. George III facing right there, I can see him. Halfpenny I should say. There we are, moving on. Well, there's something you don't find every day. Pair of pincers. Don't know how old they are. They've not been in the ground for a while. More's the point. How often do you get to search underneath a lemon tree? Look here. Blooming lemons everywhere all over the floor. It's a lemon tree. I'll clean these up and get back to you. Oh yeah, I said to get back to you. They work. I don't know. They can't be very old, those. Can they? But, there you go. Dinky little things and all. There you are, one for my toolbox. See you on the next. Right, you fellas. Me and Steve have had enough now. We've wandered around all day digging cars up and lead and rubbish. Anyway, let's go and show you the wondrous things we have got. Now, I must have dug a garage up today. There's hundreds of cars. Look, what's that one? Triumph Herald. Yeah, don't know what that one is. American one, I think. What's this one here? Old Jag. Oh, aye, old Jag. Bit of a trailer. Lead. Lead. Bits of all sorts of rubbish. Big piece of lead. Look at the size of that. What on earth that was for? If anybody can give me an idea, I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, old though, isn't it? By God, some piece of lead that. There was nothing in the junk box today, so we're moving over to the coin pod, and we got. I don't know what we got. Pound, penny. Now then, we got what we got here. George V, I think. I'm seeing George V, halfpenny. Dirty Bertie, Edward the 7th, I think, yeah, the 7th penny. I don't know what this is. I still fancy there's something on there. I think it might be some sort of a jeton or something. I'm going to clean that up. Looks like there's some pattern on there. I'll clean it up and then we'll get back to you before the video goes out. don't know what that is. That's hard, isn't it? This fella here, again, it's an old coin. There's something on it. I'm sure there is. But is it one of those things where you see things before your eyes? I don't know. But I think perhaps one of the stars of the show is this. Now, very, very thin. I'm convinced that that's silver in there, and it's going to take a little bit of gentle persuasion to get that out of there, but that I'm sure is a silver coin. But a little clean up at home and we'll soon reveal what that is. Again, I'll get that done before the video goes out, and you'll all see it. And my bit of bling, me spoon. I've got some videos of there is a hallmark. Let's see if we can get it on there. Any new hallmark buffs out there can help me out. There you go. See what you think. That's enough for now. Me and Steve have had more than enough. We've been digging on this wonderful place again. Thanks to all that have subscribed. Thanks for everybody that watches. Thanks for those wonderful people that have been giving me advice on things to do, things not to do, and help. Silver Boy, he's a great guy. Get on over to watch his channel, Silver Boy. He's a brilliant guy, Val. He's so helpful. He's such a smashing fella, and a big shout out to him. So go on over and support him. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Twitchy Finders signing off.